Is it a scientific instrument?
That's right. It's called a thermographic camera or IR camera, and what it'll do is it'll tell you where heat's coming and going. And so as an energy auditor, how I use that is to figure out how well insulated or how drafty a home is, and figure out solutions to fix it.
And your company's called Elysian.
Elysian Energy, that's right. We do home energy audits. We also do commercial audits as well, and what we figure out is cost-effective ways that people can improve their consumption profile, which basically means lowering your environmental impact and your bills at the same time while you're creating a more comfortable built environment.
Do you think anybody cares about saving money these days?
No, nobody does. Business is slow because everybody's made money, and the economy is looking very, very good. So, everybody, we make a lot of friends because we tell people ways to reduce their consumption, which means lower bills, lower carbon impact, of course, and at the same time, reduce the drafts and make their home a little bit more comfortable.
So you could pretty much go anywhere then if you know.
Yeah, we're popular. Actually, I had somebody ask if we go through Virginia, if we're going to go to other markets, and we probably will because it really applies across the country and across the globe, frankly, because the housing stock and where people live and spend their time, it's the best practices haven't really been deployed yet. So there's a lot of improvement, even unfortunately for newer homes. That can also be the case.
So do you work with architects or developers as well?
Absolutely. We work with architects and developers quite a bit to consult with them on what actually are best practices in the field. There are a lot of status quo initiatives, or the status quo is not best practices, unfortunately. Code minimum is, by definition, legally the worst structure you can build. And so we consult on is the best stuff you can be building with deployable technologies that have been proven. They're everywhere. Just people don't know about them. So we go out and we tell people what they are, how they go in, do cost-benefit analysis, of course. And what we're finding is that largely it makes a lot of sense to go green. With a lot of the sustainable measures, there's always a better return on investment over the long term. It's just that certain things under the status quo they're cheap and familiar, but that's not necessarily what people want in their home.
Okay, so you're passing out some information today. You're working with several folks here. And what are some of the most common questions that you hear from people about how they can go about setting up an appointment with you, or what sort of things they need to know in order to be considered appropriate for diagnosis?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of homeowners that I think we help the most, their homes not comfortable, so cold spots or hot spots, depending on the season in the home. Their bills are too high. Everybody's bills are going up, and that's just really because commodity costs are elevating. But at the same time, it's people who want to take action for renovations, indoor air quality as well. Home health we've got people quite a bit who say, hey, I'm not sure, I might have a mold problem. How can I address that? It's damp in here, it's musty. We help people like that quite a bit. But people who want to lower their bills and improve comfort, which is just about everybody, because even people who are comfortable in their home might be using more than they need to, with some really cheap improvements. Some of the air sealing and no-cost and low-cost tips we have, people are really surprised by. And sometimes it just takes a third party to kind of reintroduce ideas that you may have forgotten about. For instance, opening your shades on south-facing windows during the winter, you're getting free heat from the sun.
Yeah, that's true. Now, in the case of, because you're a consultant and there's a fee involved, people have to kind of make that estimation as to whether they feel they're going to save enough to justify having a consultant come in.
Absolutely. And in terms of the bottom line, I think what we find is the return on investment from our service is usually within a couple of years. So the comfort might go up immediately. So I don't put numbers to that, although it's a fact. But usually what I find is maybe 2-3 years for the cost of an audit, which might be a few $100. It can be as short as a few months, depending on how efficient or inefficient the home is. The anecdote I'll share with you is that my least favorite clients are the folks who we can't do enough for, because their home's already pretty efficient. Janice over there is a former client who's gone on to get a LEED AP. She's a certified HERS or Energy Star rater. And her home was pretty efficient, but we're still friends.
Good.
That's worked out. But usually the return on investment for homeowners considering, oh man, it's too expensive to go green. No, it's not. It'll return with minimal investment, with 3-digit investment, usually under 5 years, unless your home is already very efficient, in which case we have people that contact us because they just want to make sure that their home is efficient.
Okay.
They're just looking for information.
They need that confirmation then.
Exactly.
Okay. And it's worth it for them to have you come by. Because in the long, yeah, absolutely.
Putting a price on peace of mind is outside of my expertise, but it's a reality.
Mm-hmm. So who would you like to meet? What would be the ideal kind of client that you could meet here today, you think?
And we're meeting them, and some of them have already signed up, but homeowners who aren't sure why their bills are so expensive, because they're going up, and people understand, yeah, it's because the commodity costs, but it's additional to that. It's because their home is not as efficient as they know it can be, and usually what that means is that there are spikes in bills that they can't explain. Perfectly functioning equipment needs to be tuned up, particularly for heating and cooling equipment. So you can have month to month, very smooth curve, and then 1 month things go haywire, and it's because you need somebody to come in and say it's the charge in the heat pump lines.
Okay.
So first, perfect homeowner, just to reiterate, is bills going up, not sure why, and they want an objective expert to come in and say, hey, this is what it is. Everyone thinks they need new windows. You probably do not need new windows. They're really expensive, and they take a really long time to pay back. They'll improve comfort right away, and that's why window sales are a big part of residential construction. But the problem is, if you take that money that you get to pay for new windows and put it into everything else, your home's performance would be much, much higher.
Well, a window replacement.
That's the number one message.
Yeah.
It's probably not your windows, unless they're broken.
Yeah, but that's not what the window salesman's saying, though, right?
If you have brand new windows, a window salesperson will make sure that you need new windows.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. So if you come by, this will be one of the gadgets that you'll bring with you to demonstrate the efficiency of the home, right?
This is, and the thermographic camera is a lot of fun. Another piece of equipment we use quite a bit, which is pretty heavy, so we didn't lug it down to the event here, is called a blower door. The blower door and the infrared camera are without question the two most important tools we use. We also use very powerful architectural modeling software, so that we go out and while we're on site and in the home or building, it's blue collar work, measuring tape, clipboard, the IR camera, and the blower door. What we bring to the home or office for that matter, but what we do offsite is some pretty advanced applied science. We use computer software, we model everything, and we can quantify everything that we recommend. So not just in terms of money, but also in terms of BTUs.
Yeah.
Energy, that is. So
yes.
We can tell people with a high degree of credibility and certainty where the smart money is.
BTUs, British Thermal Units.
That's right.
We still use that as a measuring
the amount of energy it takes to elevate 1 pound of water 1 degree Fahrenheit. That's the definition.
Very interesting. When I remember that we were once taught, what a centigrade thermometer is versus a Fahrenheit thermometer.
Right.
Something that you know very well.
Yeah, and what we end up doing is that we end up translating everything into BTUs because fundamentally that is energy, and energy can't be created or destroyed; it's just transferred. So you get energy from the power company, the electricity company. You get it from the natural gas company or fuel oil that you use, and then you convert it to really maintain your comfort. That's ultimately where we spend a lot of the money, is just to heat and cool our homes, and then also to electrify to keep your food healthy and so your food doesn't spoil, and then to cook it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're enjoying yourself and meeting all these great people here at the Green Festival in the Convention Center, Washington, D.C., and I assume that you've visited other events like this in other parts of the country, or do you stay local?
We do. We're looking forward to being in Chicago in May. That's when the Green Fest comes to Chicago, and then we do things in the greater D.C. area quite a bit, and we're also available to come to businesses or congregations or other community organizations to do free workshops to speak about this stuff, because it's part of our mission.
Good idea. I know you've been in the National Building Museum a few times.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. We like what we do, and we make a lot of friends because we tell them how to save money and reduce their environmental impact.
Well, congratulations for making it here, because this is a great place to be for what you do.
It is. Thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun, and it's always nice to contribute. And it's great when our clients, while we're leaving, say, "Hey, thanks very much," and we make friends with our clients, as you can see.
Yes, that's a good example right there.
Work in the booth,
and you have a website, so people can find you that way.
It's ElysianEnergy.com, and you can also call us toll free at for low watt, which is 456-9928.